and it's recording now. Okay. Very good. I'll see who comes first, all right?
Okay.
I am Tok from the Eliashondai Zendi.
Greetings.
Who am I speaking to?
This is Christy.
Greetings, Christy. How may I help you?
So I just wondered my connection with your race, and I know that I have a hybrid child named Alan with
Y-
the race,
yes,
and so just kind of just some information, more information, if I could.
yes. I can give you more. I am the father of your child.
Mm.
So the mother is also not an Eliashondai Zendi, but another species. But it has been given to us that this hybrid child is amazing.
Mm.
Alan is very well evolved already and is doing many things with mathematics that most could not do at his age. This is very impressive. We are also seeing that he has engineering capabilities. So, therefore, he is doing very well. He is quite bright, but also quite intense and independent. And he reminds me of hmm, people in my species as well. I understand that you are aware of him and you have spoken to him in the astral many times.
Yes.
What other questions do you have for me?
I wondered about what percentage of like the DNA of your species that I would have to carry the child.
You had about 4%,
Okay.
and that is all that is necessary. Reptilian is rare in humans and any high percentages, but it is a strong DNA trait, and so therefore, small amounts of it go a long way.
Mhm. Right. I'm sure that it assisted me quite a bit with my abilities.
It did.
Mhm. That's great. I wondered too if you know about my son Hayden. In this reality, he has autism, and
Yes.
he's also tall gray. But I didn't know if he was part of your species.
He is not part of our species, but he lives in more than one dimensional objectivity.
Mhm.
Let me explain what I mean. He is he comes to third density for a while, but then he leaves it. And he goes to a different density for a while and he leaves there. Both densities seem to hold something for him, but he enjoys the fourth density or higher densities a little more because they're a little more peaceful, a little
Right.
more comforting, and a little more loving. Not
Mhm.
that you are not loving, he feels your love, and that's why he stays in third density as long as he does.
Right.
And he is aware of things at that time. You may ask him a question, but he may answer from a different place.
Mhm.
He
Yes.
will answer from a different density or the way they answer in different densities. So if you ask him a question like, "How are you?" and he says to you, "There's a green man over there," or something like that, you know
Mhm.
that he's not thinking the same way that you are.
Right. Right. Yeah. I've learned to communicate his language so we can have an understanding.
The best way to communicate with him is look him directly in the eyes and tell him that you see him. You
Mhm.
see him and you want to communicate with him at this time to please direct your attention to him.
Okay.
To
Yes.
you, I mean.
To me, yes. That's very
Yes,
good. Can you give
because,
me a message in your language, like a light language?
yes, I can. Nokwa a gadia wotu. Sufunya a el indium jo a. Rahili of Koshin Jo wa. Undoria. Kinama. Koko kiko. Frua. Wa kwa. Serves of your avium. Uba. Mekwati koti o momo ko. Suchio cha.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I seen you like as flying a ship.
Yes, I am in
Mhm.
a ship, and I am in the bridge,
Nice. Oh,
what you
so
would call the bridge of the ship.
nice.
My
Okay.
DNA is connected with the flying of the vehicle.
Yeah, I see that. I seen some kind of like a wizard energy with you as well. A wizard.
Some sort of wizard energy would be, yes, I have some extra energies from magic and other things that I dabble in.
Yes. Okay. So can we connect with um another being, possibly my Lyran father?
Yes. Do you know his name?
I don't.
I will get him for you then.
Okay. Nice to
Christy,
meet you.
nice to meet you as well.
Yes.
Christy Campbell's Lyran father. One moment, please.
Okay, dokie.
I greet you, my daughter.
Greetings.
I am Kilatore.
Okay, dokie.
Do you want me
And
to spell it?
yes,
Kilatore. Kilatore.
Kilator. Gotcha. Okay. So, and then you're the a king in the Pleiadian constellation. Is that what what is
Yes.
okay? And then
I
I
am
went.
not on Maya and I'm not on Era. I am
Oh,
on Terra.
Terra. You're on Earth.
No.
Terra.
Terra is a star constellation as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay.
know if I'm pronouncing it correctly according to your English words, but it's so spelled very similarly.
So I wondered about like a. I've heard that I'm like a princess, but it's hard to imagine in this reality because I'm on Earth and there. So can you give me some messages about you and me?
Yes. It has been a while since I have seen you face to face, but you were born and I am very proud of you. You are moving forward in a very good way. You have my hair color. You have my eyes as well at times. They turn cat like.
Yeah.
So they are part of who you are and part of who I am. You are someone that I am very fond of in many ways. We visit very many times in the astral. Your mother's name is Claire.
Claire.
Klaa. Claire. Claire, if you want to pronounce it that way.
Cla- Okay.
Claire. Claire. However you pronounce it on your planet, we say Claire.
And what is my name?
Your name is Vision.
How
V
do you?
I X I A.
Cool. That's a cool name.
Vigia. Yeah,
Oh,
or how Vigia. We should just say Vigia.
that's nice. That's a cool name. That
Yeah,
must go with my personality. Then it seems kind of like I color my hair too sometimes in a way, like
yeah.
that.
Yes. You have many symbols in front of you that we put there.
Oh,
You see symbols, you'll recognize symbols, and the symbols are always going in to feed your brain. Many of these symbols are still symbols of the crop circles around your planet, at least some of them are. And some of them are even more mm, closer to the alphabets that we use.
Oh, yes. Do you see if I have a husband or anything there? Uh, a partner?
Yeah, his name is Tiang. 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 Tiang.
Oh, is he in this reality with me?
He is.
Is he Steve?
That is what he calls himself.
Nice. Wow. That's really incredible that we connected here. We found each other. So that's really
Well,
great.
he specifically was looking.
Uh-huh. I wrote a poem to him in 2014, and I didn't even know him, and he had his awakening in 2014. So it's kind
Yes.
of like we were seeking each other out.
Yes.
Really great. So is that like a twin flame? Is that what that would be called?
I do not know what twin flames are in
Yeah.
your references.
Okay. It's like a merging of souls, like you come together because your frequencies
Soul
match.
soulmate, yes.
Okay. Yeah. That makes more sense than a twin flame to me. So that's
Yes,
really great.
soulmate. Twin flames can be very confusing to
I
us
know.
because
Yes.
there are so very few.
Right. Right. Because I think the same way too. So, do you have a language, light language download that I can have from you?
Yes. You have it.
Oh,
Do you want
thank
to
you.
hear an example of it?
Oh, yes, please.
Kamarak ti ka fafadia sambod arior wa fariashon wabi sim yemya a kwaka.
Oh, I could see each word when you said that. I could
Good.
connect to you very easily. Okie dokie. So I wondered if we could. I wonder if you know anything about the super soldier stuff. Do you know anything about that? With me being involved with super soldiers?
You mean the SSP?
Yeah. Yes.
Many are told they belong to the SSP, but few actually do. They are meant to believe that they are being held captive by information and energies of them, but it is not true. Let me tell you that you have been a part of the SSP because you have been a soldier with them.
Hmm.
You do not belong to them at this time.
Oh, good.
You decided to not be a part of that.
Right.
And
Right.
so they did try to keep a hold of you and did bring you into several different negative situations so that you would reconsider, but
Hmm.
you did not.
Right. Right. I think that's my Lyran determination that assists me with speaking my mind and
They are
being.
now, they still keep you as someone they could look for later if you wished them to, but they
Hmm.
want you to call them this time.
Oh, okay. I wondered about that because I still see visions of things. It doesn't affect me like the trauma of some of this stuff, but it's still imprinted in my mind,
Of
you
course.
know, so I can see it still. And I just wondered if it's like how they have the 20 and back kind of programs and all that. So I
Yes.
think there's things like that happen. So, do you see if I was taken as a child, like abducted as a child in this reality by
Yes.
grave?
That is when you did your introduction or acceptance into the SSP is when you were very young. That's how they get everyone. And
Hmm.
you followed suit and did what they wanted you to do. And
Yeah.
so therefore You were sort of entangled with him at a very early age.
Yes. Can I see George Bush Sr. As my programmer in that reality. Do you see that?
Interesting. I cannot see into their realm because I have not
Okay,
been part of it.
you're not that lower realm. It's pretty
No,
low.
I do not know who your teachers were.
Mhm. Yeah. I wondered if you know anyone I could talk to that could help me with that, with seeing the like clarification that what I'm seeing is accurate.
Very well. I will find someone that may know this information.
Okay.
Someone else who has been part of the secret space program, which is not a part of it at this time.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. Is that all you need me for today?
Yes.
Who would you like to speak to next?
Who is the person I can speak with that can help me with my super soldier information, asking about childhood being taken and programming and all of that, abduction.
I will get you in touch with one of the secret space managers.
Okay.
His name is QZ Row. They use symbol names instead of their real names in this classification.
Oh yeah.
One moment. Greetings, I am QZ Row. Who am I speaking
Greetings.
to?
My name is Christy Campbell.
Christy Campbell. From where?
I'm from Oklahoma in the United States.
Originally from where?
The constellation from Lyra. Is that? I think
Yes, you've lived in Oklahoma all your life?
yes.
One moment, please. How can I help you?
So I'm aware of being a part of the Super Soldier program and was wanting to look and see if my visions are accurate with having George Bush Sr. as my programmer as a child.
One moment, please.
Okay.
You were abducted in your sixth year of
Hmm.
life. And you were talked to by more than one person, George Bush Sr. being one of them, Alpha Z Alpha being another. Room court. Room court. All right, yes. You
Okay.
were you were abducted 4 times as a child.
Oh, does that mean that 4 times the 20 and back?
4 times what?
20 and back, like I'm taken and then taken through a 20 years and then regressed back to that age
Yes.
4 times. Wow. That's why it seems like I've lived a long time. so
Yes.
so with this, what are my abilities that they seek within me that they use me for in the childhood?
In the childhood they used you they actually we, I should say, and I'm sorry that I have to be included in this, but I do. We all took you, and as a child, you were gaining understanding of how to be a warrior, and that would be the first portion of the first 20 years. But then you became an adult during that time, and every time we brought you back, you were in adult states after that.
Mm,
And so you were a fighter. You
Mhm.
you were able to put on the armor of the warrior and fight in the Orion Wars at one time, and in the war that's going on in the far part of the galaxy, to the northeast side of the galaxy, where there is a war still raging between three different civilizations.
Mhm. I see visions of being like in the gladiator ring and being
Yeah,
able to use my psionic abilities to like lasers come out of my hands and I
yes,
can just shoot them out of my hands to take out targets. Or I'm like a ninja almost, a ninja assassin. So
yeah,
I see all kinds of visions of these things and running really fast or
correct.
shape
That
shifting.
is the kind of you had a kind of armor on that could you do not even see when you look at yourself in these past times, because it was a protective armor that you had to wear. But
Mhm.
to you, you would not see it.
Okay. Yeah. Like I could be a shapeshifter too. If
Correct. And you were could run very fast because you were more bionic,
mm.
with this different armor on and different things of that nature.
Do I have to have a certain DNA? Is that what, or was I just injected with serum or however?
Well, we saw the reptilian in you. We saw the Lyran in you. We saw, well, even though the Lyrans are not great fighters, we know that they are very strong. But we know the reptilians are fighters. And so we just used those DNA portions to bring out the most hostile portions of you.
Okay. Yeah. So that was that, and then my memory's erased, and then they took it, then they would take me again, and then erase memory, take again. So 4 times like that.
Correct.
That's a
I
lot of
think
battle.
the last time they took you was only a 5 year,
Mhm.
but it was, and then you went back.
Do you see if a praying mantis is my teacher?
Yes, there was one.
As like martial arts teacher?
Dr. Azenni.
Oh, yeah, nice. That's probably who I see and tap into then, because it seems like he raised me almost in a way.
Yes, his name is Dr. Azemni.
Zemini.
Ex-
That's nice.
Exemni, yes. Axemni. Exemni.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Exemni.
Did you see if I was taken to like a military base and trained in remote viewing?
Many times.
Okay. And is that ability, am I able to unlock that ability in this reality?
Of
Or
course.
okay. And then I also seen in that same that I was taken underground and trained by a reptilian to withstand psionic attacks.
Yes.
Okay. So it sounds like my visions are accurate.
Yes. Well, your
Mhm.
remembrances.
Memory. Yeah. Memory of the things that are most relevant.
They are
And
not, yes, they are memories and not just visions.
okay. Yeah. That I hold. And that assists me in healing, do you believe?
You should have greater energies because of the training that you were up with.
Hmm.
So these trainings would make you a greater human in many senses. You also had mental, um, infusions and mental training. So
Hmm.
these things are part of who you are and always will be.
Right. That's good. It helps me with my Karuna Reiki in this reality, sending energy.
Yes, you're able to focus better.
Mhm. Yeah, that's really good. That's
Yes.
really. Can you see my DNA percentages of of like a reading of it?
Well, reptilian is 4%, Lyran is 5, Pleiadian is 7, Octorian is 3.
That's good. And is there any insectoids that mess with my son in astral that bother him?
Insectoids have a tendency to go towards the ones that move in and out of densities and dimensions because they do that themselves. And so
Mhm.
when they see other beings coming into their dimension or density, they have a rather self sustaining fear of other things coming into their densities and dimensions. So, yes, they might be rather frightening.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that they sometimes bother his mood, with
They don't mean to be mean, they're just protecting themselves.
okay. So I can talk to them and tell them to back off, that they're
It depends on who you get to. They will pass the word, but there are still some that are very skittish.
yeah, I understand. I understand. And I know I would probably I can see them from their perspective too, because they're curious of who
Well,
that
they're
person is.
curious, but they're if they don't know who you are and you're coming into their density dimension without permission, they get very upset.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I don't know. I really, I guess just, I mean, Hayden, my son, he wants to go there, so that's his kind of choice too.
Well, they won't harm him.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
will just try to frighten him. They
Okay.
might tell him things he doesn't like, but they
Okay.
are not going to harm him physically
Oh, okay. That's good.
or
That's
in
good.
any spiritual way. They just want him to go away.
Yeah. That's okay then. I mean, he has to have that experience for himself, you know.
Yes, he will.
So.
Yes.
Mhm. So, is there any final messages? Because I know we're at the end of our session here.
Well, you may call on me if you need any answers to any questions. My name is QZ Rowe,
ROW,
RHO.
RHO. Okay. QZ row. Okay. What do you look like?
I am a humanoid type. I am not human, but I am humanoid. I am from um, planets that are humanoid types, like the uh, Kior areas and the Kiliad areas.
What would you describe yourself as? Like a gray, or so I can see?
No, I am more of a humanoid because I look more human than gray. And
Okay.
I have human features, but I do have some.
Okay. I see that. Cool. I probably draw you.
Yes, and that comes down around to the back.
Uh huh.
And my eyebrows are knit together.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I draw people like that all the time.
we are Kior.
Kior.
Yes,
That's the race Kior.
yes.
Nice. So I must have some of your DNA then.
Perhaps a little. There
Yeah.
are many humans here on the Kior planets. I am here at the secret space program, but there are many in my home world that are human. We took them in the late 50s and early 60s,
Oh, they decided to live there. They decided they
and they
wanted.
decided to stay. In
Yeah.
fact, we visited them and told them they could bring their whole families. Then we
Huh.
arranged that their place would be destroyed and no one could find them and they would be taken.
Yeah. I don't blame them for going then. That's nice they could take their whole family.
Yes, and plus we looked presentable enough for them to not feel afraid.
Afraid. Mhm. Yeah. That's nice. I love traveling the everywhere too, so that's something I would probably choose to do as well if
So
I had
now we have several thousand humans here on Kior.
your that's nice. Yeah. And they're all acclimated to that reality now.
Yes, and we are intermarrying and it
Mhm.
is all right.
Nice. Yes, that's good. That's very good. A nice learning experience for everybody.
Yes, it is.
Well, okay. Well, that's all that I'm needing, and I'll draw pictures and symbols and speak with you telepathically. and I appreciate all your information.
Excellent. Q Zedro out. Hello?
Hey, Jim.
Hi.
Okay, so that's good. I got some information that helped me a lot.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah, yes. So, and I'll process this and then in my mind and then have more later, just kind of searching and getting answers that are the fastest and quickest with you, That's since
Good.
our
Okay.
connection. We have a good connection.
Good.
Yeah. So,
I like
okay, thank
to
you.
say, and I know David Waller too, so he
Yes, I
mentioned
know.
your name. He mentioned your name a couple times,
In this channel.
more than a couple actually. So
Yes, I was there when he would be on the phone and everything, or like on the session with you,
yeah,
and he would ask about my Pleiadian Lyran aspect and the name, but I didn't remember the name, her
right.
name. So that's really cool. We
Now you
got that
have it.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really great. And spoke with my Lyran father, so that's great. And his name and my mom's name and all that. So that's really good. I got a lot of information.
good.
Great. So, okay, thank you, Jim, so much.
Have a
And
great
I
day.
and I just pay you on the PayPal right on
Right,
there.
it's under my Gmail address.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Jim. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.